Hello, welcome. I got one more thing I need to do right quick. Let's see. Let's see here. Well, I'm not finding what I was looking for. So that doesn't matter. It'll be all right. I was going to change the thumbnail, but that does not have to be done, so it'll still it'll still it'll put a thumbnail there. And maybe I can change it later. All right, so we're going to play on Calm Lands tonight. I got to figure out how to change that name. Let's see. Finally got the tent. Now some of this stuff we're not even probably won't even use. This one we will. Hello, welcome. That's funny. Just start sandwiched in up there. That's all right though. Okay, so let's see what we got going on today. Oh, it's full, ain't it? Good deal. Okay, so now let's see. What do we have? I think we only have wheat over here. Yep, but we got 32,000. Okay. So now we've got to do cows. We actually have canola planted, fertilized at 50%. Uh, I would probably have to have skinny tires on it to go back. So we'll have to do that. We'll put skinny tires on one of our tractors so we can go back. But I don't have any fertilizer on it, actually, because we don't have a fertilizer spreader. Oh no, wait, this one did fertilizer. So part of this, let's see. Let's go down to the far end. Some of it might be fertilized more than the 50%. But we didn't have any growth or anything in between. Yeah, see, we're 100% down here. That's because the grass that we plowed up gave us 50%. And then when we planted, we put down another layer. So only part of it is going to be shortened on this one. I'm not going to worry about going back and trying to get all of it up to 50 or 100%. We'll lose some yield. Our yield is not that good on this end, but it is what it is for now. So we've got cows up here. Let's see how many. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 cows. So we need hay, we need silage, we need grass. What is meadow? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Now it says this breed is used for dairy farming and produces milk. Cows like grass, hay, and TMR. Additionally, they require water. Animals that are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. The numbers in brackets refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. So the respective food, well, so they need TMR. I don't even know. How do we make TMR? That's a good question. Uh, Someplace in there's so down here, help. Let's see if we can find TMR, maybe. Maybe we can find out how to make this stuff. Cows. What? Find more information about this type of feeding in the respective section on how to produce total mixed rations. Well, that's what I'm looking for. Total mixed rations. Okay. Whoa. Straw, hay, silage, mineral feed. Oh, oh my goodness. All right. So we need, it's easier to buy at the dealership. You can buy bales of straw, hay, and silage. Mineral feed is available in the pallets. A barn with a robot. Okay, I think that's what we want. We want a barn with a robot. Whoops. But I have the feeling we're going to start out like this, that on the bottom. Okay. We need we need straw, we need hay, we need silage. We can harvest grass and turn it into hay. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So we need hay, straw, and silage. Okay, hay, straw, and silage. So we can, when we harvest this field, I mean, we'll do wheat and then we can get straw. We can get straw. We can plow in. Let's go put in a field of grass. We're going to have to fix that at some point too. That bump right there. Now let's see. I think right here is a good place to start. And we're just going to turn this into a grass field. We'll come out, follow the road around, and see what happens. Okay, so we want to allow create fields. And then let's see. Probably can't go too far up this hill. Well, let's find out. Let's see, I think I'd rather back up this way just a little bit. So I'm going in a different direction. Let me see. Okay. Well, this is all certainly much steeper than it was before. Now we are going in a different direction than I've ever done before on this map because we're going to be doing animals. Since we already have 8 cows and a dog. Beautiful. Now I got to plow all this up manually. Can't use a helper. But we're going to be doing animals, so we got to prepare ourselves for taking care of cows, and they're going to produce milk. So I'm not sure what's required as far as the milk is concerned. But I also want to be able to add some greenhouses, a chicken coop, some beehives, so we get residual income. But our main goal is the cows. We only have 8, so we don't need a lot of supplies to take care of them. We could buy everything we need. As far as food and stuff, because I don't think it'll take too much to take care of 8 cows. And this is going to be grass. So we're going to have to buy a mower. Now this is a much steeper hill than what it used to be. In FS 22, I never struggled like this to plow all this over here. And this area was always one of my fields. I actually had two fields up in this area right here. I would make it two fields, but this time we'll just do one. We're just going to do a big grass field since we need hay and we need silage. And I think the difference is that we don't use a tedder. If we use a tedder, we're going to make hay because it dries the grass out. And if we don't use the tedder, then we can convert the grass into silage. We can also, I think we can pick up the grass and put it, I think we have like a hay barn that dries it out also. We could do that. Or we can wrap it, and I guess that'll turn it to silage too. I'm not sure. I haven't worked with that stuff very much. I did some sheep in FS 19, and I installed a pig shed mod today, and I think it said that it actually holds 1,200 pigs. That would be pretty awesome. It'd take a lot to take care of them though, probably, but that will be a goal. Round and around we go. Now, when we get the grass planted in this field, it will be 100% fertilized because we get 50% just by plowing this up. And I don't know how much it costs for a mower. We'll have to see. At least for the second half of this, I'll be able to hire a helper for the planting. It just won't let you hire a helper for this part. So we are plowing out a grass field. We'll be planting grass back in it. And we'll start producing the stuff that we need to take care of cows, dairy cows. My hand's going to be dead by the time this thing's done. Oh, that's the first time I missed a little spot. But it's easy to do. Boy, there's not a whole lot to talk about when you're just doing this one thing. Can't put a helper in it and go do something else. And just so you guys know who are watching, there's nobody in chat. But I will say I do appreciate you guys who are watching, even if you're not in chat. It's all good. Oh, wait a minute. That says I can activate an AI worker. Well, you didn't used to be able to. Actually, they just did. They changed this. Or did they? No. Oh, see? Now, there's a helper in there. Let's see. But he's not going to do anything. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I don't know why it's on the menu if you can't do it, but I was surprised to actually see it up there on that menu. I hadn't even looked at the menu because I knew in the past we weren't able to use the helper when we're doing this part right here, creating a new field. It won't let you. But I had to try it when I saw it up there and see what happens. And it was putting the helper in there, but I don't like these tire marks all over this field. We're going to have to start thinking about buying a baler. But we should have enough money for a baler. Now this seems quite a bit bigger, being that it's only one field this time instead of two. Normally when I've played on Calmlands, I've made this area up here into two separate fields. But this time we're just using this stuff for cattle so we can take care of these cows. Hey Richard, how's it going? I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? So we're going to be plowing this up and we're going to be planting grass back in it for the cows. Oh, okay. Awesome. I usually do agriculture on this map, but I'm going to do animal husbandry since they already gave me cows. And I haven't done very much with animals previously. I did some sheep one time, and I think that's it. I did horses. I probably will not do horses on this map, just because I don't want to ride them. And I was just saying that I normally, when I've played on this map before, I've turned this area into two separate fields, but this time it's just going to be one big field. Now, I don't look forward to doing a lot of this right here, because this just, boy, my hand's going to be ready for a break when this is done. That's for sure. So, Richard, are you mostly doing like agriculture, or do you? I have like a combination of agriculture and animals and stuff. Oh, okay. Well, this will be the first time I kind of focus on the animals. I will do what agriculture I need to take care of the animals, but primarily the focus, I guess, will be on the animals this time. It'll be the first time I've ever played that way. Oh, let's look at something right quick. Uh, I wonder where it would be, actually. It's not there. Uh, I did, as a matter of fact. I am, I was gonna hear mowers. I want to see how much the mowers are. 35,000. Here's one for 22,500. Oh, here we go. We may end up having to do something like this. That's 75,000, 13,000. Wow. What is that? That's interesting. Unrealistic. What's the difference? Let's take a look at this. It's a mower. 50 milli, what? 50 meter wide? Okay. Isn't that interesting? I don't think we'll be getting that, but still 5,000 for a 50-meter wide? Wow. There is something I downloaded that I was looking for. I don't know where it put it. Let's see. Cultivator, was it under cultivate or not cultivators, but let me see. Mulchers maybe. No, that's not where it's at. Forestry. Where's forestry? I did find something that's really cool. Let's see. It's not under tractors. I don't think it's up. I think it's forestry. Yeah. Where's forestry? Oh, it takes me forever to figure out these menus since they changed how the menus, even the look of it. I got to read all this stuff just to figure out which one's which. Let's see, was it in here? Well, this one will devour trees. It will take whole trees out, including the stump. But that is not one that I downloaded today. There is one. Where is it? Oh, mulcher. No. Oh, that's there. Where is that thing that I downloaded? Here it is. The Raptor. And this thing, you get this and the header for it. You just go up and bump a tree, and the tree disappears. They did have another one called the T-Rex. They had this Raptor and the T-Rex, so at least we got this one out now. And then I downloaded a mod for a pig enclosure, and I believe it said that it had 1,200 pigs, that it would hold 1,200 pigs. A self-propelled sprayer. Oh, interesting. Where's sprayers? I need a sprayer also. Where's sprayers? See, I don't know where none of this stuff is. There's sprayers. I want to buy this one right here. This is the one that I'm wanting. But I'm going to have to do something like maybe this. This looks like it'll do weed killer and liquid fertilizer. So will that one. It looks like they all will. Oh, that's 300. Oh, there's one we can drive. What is this one? This is 18 slots. Wow. 27 to 36 meters. Now what was this other one? 36 to 54. Okay. But we just need like a sprayer like this. That's 21 meters of coverage. What else do we have? 24 meters, that's 30,000. Here's 5,000. But that's just a tank. That's just a tank. That's just a tank. That's the sprayer, 21 meters. So we can get one of these tanks and this sprayer, or we can get this sprayer. So we'll probably end up getting something like this to start with. Let's see, where's whoops. Let's see if I can find the pigs and find that one I downloaded today. Let's see, it should be right here. No, that only says 250. 275. There's another one. I don't know where it is. There's 1,200. Yeah, there it is. 1,200 pigs. So that's one of our goals. $82,000, not bad. But we're not ready to take care of 1,000 pigs. So I did grab a couple of mods. I may have to get a different lawnmower. They did have a couple of lawnmower mods that I did not install. I may have to take out a loan to be able to buy a mower when the time comes. I found some cool looking greenhouses, but I think they might be mushrooms because they have like a black canvas on them or something. They look cool, but Eric, how's it going? Good to have you in chat. I'm plowing up a grass field so I can plant more grass, Eric. Whoops. I saw a bunch of pretty cool looking stuff. I didn't download everything I might end up getting at some point. I just decided I didn't need it yet. I almost always have to download some kind of new mod though, just to download it, just because it's cool. I don't like all those big ruts this thing leaves in a field when you drive in it. It used to leave tire tracks, yeah, but now it leaves big old ruts. I think I'm going to have a, what, like a forage wagon too? I guess I can bale grass and make silage out of it. Well, we're getting closer to having this done. Then I can put a helper out here. Set this controller down for a few minutes. Now, I believe in the next live stream we'll go back on to Riverbend Springs. There really won't be anything for us to do here. I'll have to sleep for a day or two, so we'll be on Riverbend Springs for a few days. Now this would have been a good spot to have one of those big plows, but I don't know that this tractor could have pulled it. All right, now we can actually get a helper to working. Now, I'm used to this being trees down through here, separating the machine yard from the field area, but okay, let's see here. I'm just thinking about where I want to drop off the plow for now. We'll keep it right over here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I already have it set up for grass. Oh, we need fuel, don't we? Oh. Well, that should be enough to do this field. Oh. The helper will buy his own fuel, so we'll be all right. We can go get fuel afterwards. Now, I don't know where he's going to start. We're just going to get him out here and get him started, let him do his thing. There we go. Now we got the helper in there. Oh, my hand was already cramping. So I'm glad that part's over with. Now we just go along for the ride. That's all we can do. Whoa, is he even going to have enough power to be able to even do this? Whoa. Oh no. This land over here did not used to be this steep, because I've been able to do all this with no problems using the very same seeder. Well, it won't be like this the whole time, guys. Just on this one stretch it was a little slower. But like I say, it didn't used to be this steep. It wasn't this steep way back here, because I've farmed all this back here before. Well, at least it looks like he's going to work on the lengthwise of the field, which is good. It means it has to turn around less times. Back up just a little bit farther. That's better. Now, I normally do this in 2 fields. Just off to the side of the yard right there, I would have 1 field over there, and then I would have 1 field over here in this area. It's unfortunate that it can't go around, like you put in the headland row and then it just follow that. I mean, that would be better, so it didn't have to keep going up this steep hill. I think it's not so bad when it gets down there, but it almost looks like this whole field is like a bowl. It's almost like it's sloping down into it from all sides. So it feels different than it used to. I used to be able to go up a lot closer to the trees. I'm so not used to this map looking like this from this perspective. It almost makes it look like it's not Calmlands. And I do believe it's a lot more hilly than it was before. Even though it was hilly, it was not a flat map by any means. But it really looks worse. I don't remember this field being like this. Not as steep, and the whole thing is just like I said, it almost looks like a bowl. Gonna have to buy a bigger tractor. Well, that's all right. We're just getting started. Let's pull the map up for a minute just to take a look at it. Nice. I like doing these odd-shaped fields. We might be able to put some greenhouses right down here. I'm not sure where I'll do it. Greenhouses and a chicken coop. So we'll see how that works out. We'll take a ride over there and see what that land looks like down on that lower end down there. Let's see if it looks like we can put a greenhouse or something. We can just drop that right there. And we'll ride down here for a second. I gotta fix this bump right here. And I don't really know how to use the landscaping tools very well. Now, what does this look like? Yeah, see, it's not flat, but it's not too bad. Whoops. Construction, let's see. Uh, let's see. Greenhouses. I like the look of these black ones. But are they just for mushrooms? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like mushrooms and, yeah, toadstools. I do like that, though. Let's take a closer look. But let's look for a large one. That's the large one. Ooh. Let's see, and it takes water. I saw the water thing on the front side over here. So what could we do with this? It's 36,000. It would be nice to be able to do. Oh, I don't know if I want to put them over here though. I might have to, yeah. Maybe we can come down like this. Something like this. What object is the overlapping? The road. So I would have to put it back like this maybe. We could do that. And then try to maybe straighten it out a little bit. And put a row of them down through the edge of this road right here. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, alright. Something similar to that. And then one other thing. Whoops. Chickens. I want to see what we have for chickens. There's 31. Whoops. 31. That'll hold 30. That's interesting. There's no building, there's just a pen. Okay, that's interesting. That's 31. 20. That's 20. And there's 360. 700. That's probably the biggest one we got, but I don't know if I want to start out with 700 chickens right off the bat. This looks kind of cool, and it holds 20. Oh, wow. What can I do with it? Oh, I actually own this land? I did not know I... Look at this. Oh, I think we're going to have ourselves a chicken coop. But am I going to be able to get to that back in the back? I got to look right back here first. I got to make sure I can get... that I can get in back here to get stuff out. Because this is where the... I think that's where the pallets... the eggs are going to be, but then maybe I can figure out how to do the auto sell. That'll look cool sitting over here. Let's back it up as much as possible. Oh, I sure would like to get it in between that tree. Let's back it up. Oh, look at this. Now I could do like a toggle free mode maybe, but it might not work. I was told that some stuff, depending on where you put it, it might not work. Let's put it right there. Boom. Now we can get some chickens. But not yet. Not just yet. Let's go see what we got here. That's so nice. That's so perfect. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh no, I'm supposed to feed them on this side. Uh-oh. I did not realize that. I wonder if I can get in there to feed it. Woo! Hey, rocket scientist, how's it going? I'm gonna have to get rid of this tree right here, guys, and keep the other tree. We'll get rid of this one. And we'll keep the big one back there. That looks nice. Okay. Hey Rocket, how you doing? Alright, so we got that. We don't have chickens yet, but we will. Oh, let's do one other thing. Let's go. Construction. Factories. Generators. Generators. Let's see. I think that might be the one we want. Yeah. So we want to put this sign right here. And we want to put it right over in here. Now that tree is going to be taken out. Alright, good Rocket, good. Okay, now we got to zoom in, because I got to see where I'm putting this. That is not the sign. Oh, I'm going to have to put it way out here. No, I'm not either, because I can put this in free mode. But this is this the sign I want? I guess it is. It's all there is. This is the one I want. There we go. That's better. But where do we want to put the sign? Maybe we put the sign on this side. Now maybe we can put that sign right back here like this. Let's see, it says toggle free mode. Now it's on. Now I hope that actually put the sign over there. Let's go find out right quick, guys. I'm not sure if I did it right or not. I know I put the building in there the wrong positioning, but we'll just get rid of that tree right there, that small tree. Yeah, there it is. I like that right there. Alright, now we get a little bit of residual income coming in. Even without the chickens being in there. We don't need the chickens just yet. We're not ready. Well, we do have wheat. Let's see. While this guy's working, let's see if we can take some wheat over there and put it in the chicken coop. I gotta fix this right here. That's not good. I didn't realize it was gonna do that right there, so I gotta try to fix that. I'm not good with the landscaping tools. Let's see if we can get some wheat and go put it in the chicken coop. If we can, then we can go ahead and, well, I don't really want to put chickens in it yet, though, because I don't want to deal with the eggs. And I know there's a way I can, oops. Whoops. Only way I know to make that stop is just to drive out from under it. I don't even know if I can get this in there where that tree's at. But we'll find out. Let's go this mode. Let's see, we got to try to get into there. That tree is right in the way. I didn't realize that. Whoops. Let's see what happens. See, it's not giving me the symbol so I can... So I don't know that I'm going to be able to get in there. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get in there. Nope. At least not from that angle. See if we can back in there from here. Yes! Ha ha ha. Nice, we did get in there. So I don't really have to even take that tree out because we can get in there to dump our feed. So that's all that matters. That's even better. I just have to remember I have to do it from this side. We might put a little driveway right there, put some gravel down. That would be cool. But not yet. Yeah, I gotta fix that right there. That's not good. And the silo is not going to stay where it's at. It's just here for right now. It's going to, it's actually going to go down there. Not this one. A different one that we'll get. It's going to go down by where we just put the chicken coop. I like the way this dude's floating. I don't know what made him float like that, but it's pretty cool. Alright, let's see where this guy's at. There's not much else I can do. One thing I can look at, let's look at this right here for a second. Let's go back to chickens. And let's go egg shipping. Automatic shipping of animal products. Place this production in a stable's pallet slot. So, what I think I can do with this, let's take a look at this for a second. We're not going to put it out here. I can't remember how to use this thing. I have used it before. But it seems like when I first set it up, I set it up incorrectly. We're just going to bring it over here. And I think what we want is we want it on the back side, I think. Because I think you can see over on the side over there, it's got the so I think it has to go something like this. I think it goes like this, guys. Let me see. Hard to get stuff to line up. I'm trying to figure out where the other side, how far out is it? I think something similar to that. Let's try it. Oh, it overlaps. There we go. We'll move it in as close as we can. Okay, now let's go. We got to set that thing up so it sells eggs, and then we'll put chickens in it. It might not let me. It might not let me change it until we actually have chickens in it. I'm hoping I don't have this thing set up wrong, but I might have. It's a very good possibility. Because even when I was using this thing with beehives, so it's inactive, but we don't want it storing. I want it to be, is it not going to, it won't let me, will it? I don't want it to store, I want it to ship. And I don't see how it's going to do that. Well, I guess we buy some chickens and put in there and see how this thing's going to work. But we got to change that to selling. And it's not letting me figure out how to do that. Let me see. Well, we can buy chickens. I thought we could buy chickens from here. Can we not? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go over to the animal. I didn't think I would have to do that, but that guy's still got plenty of work to do, so we'll run over here. And buy some chickens. How many would that thing hold? Let's make sure we, oops. I'm still not used to the menus, guys. Which one did we get? That one? No. No, the little brick one. This one. And it's going to hold 20. Okay. Now, I did have one wish, and that was like maps like Calmlands. Well, really any map. If you have the traffic turned off, that there would be no street signs. Because even this map used to have a bunch of street signs on it. And there's no traffic. So it's nice now. No street signs for me to run over. And yeah, I usually just cut right up the hill right here. We may put us a road in that goes right over here. That's what I normally do. I put in a road that just goes from here straight down over to the entrance of our farm right there. Okay, where's the animal? I'm not sure where we go to buy animals. I'll have to look. I think it's back here in the back. Yeah, I think back here is where we buy livestock. Someplace back here. Here's a livestock person.
Oh, hi. You're Walter's grandkid, aren't you? I'm Katie. Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Well, word travels fast in small towns, you know. And your grandpa was bragging. Let me welcome you to our small town. As I just said, I'm Katie. I took over my parents' farm 4 years ago, continuing the family business after traveling the world as one does. But I'll tell you all about that another time. So what can I do for you?
You know,
That's very
I
admirable
wanted
of
to
you.
buy some,
What else can I tell you? I specialize in livestock. We got chickens,
thank you.
cows, sheep, pigs, horses, even bees. Also our recent additions, goats and water buffaloes. It's quite an eclectic ensemble of creatures, if I can say so myself.
I guess we got to go through this
If you want to dip your
tutorial
toes into
before
animal
we
husbandry,
can.
come to me. I'm not only dealing with the livestock, I can also give you important advice. I've been working with animals all my life, you see. Even when traveling the world, I occupied myself with the local fauna. And I collected some stories on the way, if you're interested sometime. That and some myths and legends. Maybe I should start a podcast.
Maybe.
Anyway, I'm sure you and I have got stuff to do, animals to feed and so on. So don't let me keep you. I'm sure we'll have time to talk again.
If I can avoid it, I will. But how do I buy animals? No, now she doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, thanks. Where do I buy animals from? Well, okay.
You chatty today? Cool, me too. Let's
Oh
chat.
no, I don't want to chat. Thanks, see ya. Where do we buy animals? Well, she's supposed to be the animal dealer. That's what she was telling me about. I just don't know where to buy them from. Maybe I had to unlock that. Maybe I can buy it in the menu now. It's it's just weird. I've had more trouble trying to figure out where stuff is because I do not know where to buy animals from. Animal dealer, here we go. There we go. Look at that. I guess we had to talk to her maybe. So we want chickens. We can only have 20. So let's get, well, whoops. We'll get 5 of those. And then we'll get 1 rooster. No, just 1. Okay. So I'm okay with that. Let's see. Oh, wait. Well, now to see that changed it. 5. We got 5 there. Oh, maybe we have to buy them and then buy. Okay. And then we'll buy 14 of these. We'll buy those, okay. And then we're going to buy 1 rooster. And we'll buy 1 rooster. Okay. Well, now we know how to buy animals. And look. There's the animal place to buy animals. I was looking all over the place for it. There it was right there. But I did not see that when we pulled up here. I did not see that over there. And it's pretty visible. So I don't know. Maybe we had to talk to her to unlock this. I don't know. Oh, this ain't the one that needs gas, is it? So it needs fuel. All right, well, now hopefully we're going to go back over to that building, our chicken coop, and see if we can get that thing set up now to where we can sell. And like I said, I usually put my own road in that just goes down the hill right there, so. But we'll take the main road. Now let's go see if we can do something with this. Change output. There we go. Selling. That's what we want right there. Selling. And I hope it sells. We'll have to come back in a while and look and see. Look at the chickens all out here. The chickens and the dog all just laying out here. That's pretty cool. I'll kill a bunch of chickens trying to get chicken feed in here though. Oh, look how far back that thing came. Way back there. Alright. Whoops. Now that changed. Alright. Now we're gonna put, let's see, where's this other guy at? Oh, he's got plenty of work to do left, don't he? Alright, so we can still look at something over here. Let me back out of the way. Now we are gonna put, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Now we want silos, and we are going to put one of, I think we're going to put one of these silos, if I can find it. Like this. Holds 10 million liters. And it holds multi-fruit, so it'll hold the stuff. And it's going to go, let's see. Now see, this one you cannot put a silo extension on. This one can be. So we have to be able to put it, I want to be able to put it right in here. We have to be able to buy the land first, but I want to put it right here. And then, so we're going to have one of these. I may have to take a tree out to get it in here. It looks like I probably will, but maybe not. It might let me set it like right in here like this, which would be pretty cool if it does. And then we're going to use this underground. That's a tarp, but there is, let's see, a universal underground bulk storage. That's only 100,000 liters. There's another one that's a universal underground, 100,000. There's 1 million. I thought there was one that was 10 million. Yeah, here we go. This is 10 million. So we put that, we'll put the other one out, and then we'll put this one also. This one has like a lid on it. But we'll have to figure out where we're going to put them for the terraforming. We might have to turn this one this way. I don't know. See how you can't see the whole thing because it's sitting on that hill. There's hardly any place to even put it, is there? Look at that. It's so steep. Wow. Okay. About the one flat spot is right here. And that's where I want my other silo. Maybe we can figure something out. Put it like right in here. As close as we can get, but we can't do anything with it yet. But we'll get 2 silos in there. So we can get at least, that'll give us 20 million storage instead of the 100 million that I was aiming for. Alright, so at least we got some of that done. Boy, those chickens just are in a dangerous place. But that now has us some residual income. Because I do not want to have to take out a loan. I will have to fix this right here. And I don't really need to attach to that. We can just leave it sit there. We got to get this field planted. Well, he's making progress. All right, now we're just going to go for a ride for a little bit, guys. We made some progress, added a few things. We've got some residual income now. And we'll see how the eggs do. We won't make a lot off the eggs for now, but we don't want to go too big to start with. We want to keep everything small. So I gotta take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So the next animals we'll set up will be probably beehives. And I cannot put them where I normally put them because I would normally have them right over here, just off the corner of the equipment yard there. And there was trees and stuff there, so it looked real nice. Now that's not there, so I'm gonna have to figure out someplace different. Maybe over in those trees over in there somewhere would be a good place to put some. We'll see. They have to be fairly close to where the fields are. So this wouldn't be a bad place to put them, although grass may not be their favorite like thing to pollinate. Now, one thing we can look for while this guy's doing that, let's go back. So I'm constantly hitting the wrong button. We want to look at containers. Are containers up here? Yeah, there we go. We want fuel tank. Now, there's normally one that looks like this one that I have highlighted right there, but it gives you free fuel. I have not been able to find a fuel tank that actually gives free fuel. We have the free field work. Free husbandry field station. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what do we have? Feed your animals without the hassle of farming. Whoa. So, let me look at this for a second, because this might help us with the cows, you know. I think we want one of these. And it's $15,000. Let's see what else we have. Free liquid fill station. We're going to need one of those too. Free bulk fill. I don't want that. We want to grow our own crops and stuff. Well, we could get that later on. Liquid fertilizer. I don't think any of these are free. Well, here we go. Bulk. Buy bulk manure and straw for a 30% discount plus free water. Well, we already have free water, but there is manure and straw right there. That's something to consider. It's discounted. It's not free, but it is discounted. But we really like free That word really stands out to me when I see it. And that's the free water source we have right there. I actually like the look of that one, but it's not free water, so. So it looks like there are a couple of these that we need to get. This one's reduced for manure, but we may not need it. We may not need that. It's interesting though. But it looks like we probably want one of these. We want one of these. Because we're going to be wanting liquid fertilizer. We have water and stuff there. We already have free water, but there's more water. There's liquid fertilizer, weed killer. I don't know what all is going to be there, but we'll want one of those. We don't need that yet. And we will want one of these. Because I think we can buy total mixed rations out of this. And that's 15,000. That could go ahead and get us. Alright, we may have to come back to this. We'll look at this next time. This might be a good thing to do, because we could go ahead and get the cows operating. If we can get everything we need right here. And I don't know what all those icons are. I don't know what they all mean, but I think we can get grass, we can get straw. I mean, we're supposed to be able to get everything we need. Everything is free, so that's what we'll plan on doing. We'll try to set that up maybe next time and see if we can't get the cows working. Let's look and see what our chickens are doing right now. Let's see, chickens. Productivity is nothing. Nobody's reached any age yet. But food and grain's full, so I'm not sure how long it takes for them to actually they're not going to reproduce because we have the thing is full. The chicken coop is full, but they will start producing eggs. I'm not sure when though. We'll keep an eye on it. Because once we see that it's producing eggs, I want to go over there and make sure that they're actually selling, that they're not showing up stacked on pallets. They're not supposed to. But if I don't have that thing set up right, they still could. I think it's set up right. I think that's why it gave me the option. Because before that, it wasn't allowing me to change it in the menu. And I think I got pretty lucky that I can actually get that trailer backed in there and empty it for the chickens without having to take that tree out. That building fit right between those two trees. That's so awesome. Well, I thought, how's it going, Monty? I thought that that it did. Let's go back and take a look. See, oh, cows. Where's cows? See, I don't know. Yeah, I think our cows will make milk. I don't know though, because they're already there, and I don't know which one. See, I don't know exactly. We just have we have cows on a hillside in a field. Oh, looky there. Ooh, that's cool. So I'm assuming that they will make milk, but because that one right there makes milk. See, that's a breeding. Oh. See, this one here, you cannot produce milk. There's no milk production here in this one. Milk production is not possible there. It doesn't say for this one. Not possible. So some of these are mods, so it looks like maybe that some, I can see some of them we cannot do milk, but see, milk production is not possible. So there are a couple of them here that we cannot. Well, that's at the top and the bottom. What's going on with that? That's weird. Meadow fence pack. Cow pasture. That's, well, I'm assuming the cows that we have can make milk. I don't know. Let's see, where are the animals that we have? Oh, they're not in there. See, I don't know if these will produce. They are for milking though. That's what it said. So yeah, we have milking cows. So they should produce milk. Yeah, that's what it says, so we should be all right. I do not know what all the milk is going to entail. Actually, there might be a place where the milk spawns. I'm not sure. We're going to have to go look and see because I don't want it to spawn if we can avoid it. We'll look at the end here. So how's your day been, Monty? And we did get us a chicken coop, Monty. I don't know if you saw it on the side. Oh, okay. Well, getting some rest is important. Did you see our chicken coop? Okay. Yeah, I just decided since I've never really done animals before and they changed Calmland so it's not going to be exactly what it was. So I decided I would play this map differently than I've done it before. We'll do animals. Oh, I downloaded a pig barn that holds 1,200 pigs. I wonder how big that thing is. Let's take a look right quick since we can. Pigs. Let's find, where's the one I just got? That's 250, but where's the other one? 1,200. Let's see how big this thing is. Whoa. Whoa. That is pretty big. Whoa, there's probably not even a flat place on this map where I can put this thing. Yeah, this thing, it's hard telling where we'll have to find to put this thing. Well, someplace like that, maybe. We just got to find a place where it'll sit. That's not too bad. We got to buy the land first, but we got to make sure it's actually going to... I don't know if we could get it down here or not. It changes the terraforming of the land. Yeah, see that big dip in the ground right there? We might could put it like up here somewhere, like this, and then just work around it. Because that's a big number of pigs, 1,200. I'm not sure if we can use them as part of a production line or what. Looks like you can put all kind of food in there, though. They'll eat all kinds of stuff, it looks like. So that'd be cool. 85,000 or 82,000. But I don't know what would do with the pigs. How would they benefit us? Okay, Rocket. Now, the next stream, guys, will be over on Riverbend Springs. Because we won't have anything we can do over here yet. I'll have to work the clock a bit. Sleep for a day or so. Well, a few passes around the outside here, the headland rows, and he might be done. Of course, he'll drive all the way over to the other side instead of planting on his way. We're definitely going to have to get a bigger tractor. But this is steeper than what it used to be. Because I have worked this field many, many times, and it's never been like this, dragging like this, even with the smaller tractors. Well, I'm hoping we won't have to do a loan. I got canola down there in that field, which is a cash crop, like soybeans. So hopefully we're not going to have to take out a loan. If we have to, we have to, but hopefully not. But this tractor is pretty slow. Let's do a test. We'll just move this guy out of the way right here. Let's get this other tractor and see if it actually is more powerful. I'm not sure which is... I don't know which one has the most horsepower. Whoa. Popping wheelies. Now let's see if this guy can work any faster. Well, he's not even going to work in the same spot. Oh, come on. But I don't think he's going to be any faster. Because he's going slower downhill. What is this guy doing? What's he doing? I don't even know what he's doing. All right, this guy is totally just doing his own thing, ain't he? Wow. Well, he is pulling up that hill faster. So that might have been a good move. All right, so we'll let that guy pull that thing and we'll hook this guy back up too. Because that other one does seem to be better. Now we'll check when we get done with this field. We'll check and see if by then if maybe we've produced any eggs. I don't know if we can even produce eggs yet, but we'll look and see. I just want to see if they're selling like they're supposed to. Because I usually mess up on that thing and have to do it a couple of times to get it right. So I may have got it right the first time this time. I'm so glad the helper can follow a curve now. It went almost all the way around this field. Now it may have a problem up here because it's such a tight curve. Yeah, see, it's too steep of a curve for it. I may have to go back and hit that spot right there. Now there are a couple of mods, and I've downloaded both of them that will we can use just to make trees disappear. I may have to take a tree out before I can put the silo where I want it. But we'll see how that works out. Oh yeah, yeah, about a 2.5 hour, maybe 2.5 hour stream this morning. Uh, I'm working in that book that Sherry sent me, College Core or Cottage Core, and it's a stack of books with some flowers. It's coming along very nicely. And Sherry sent me an email and kind of challenged me to start thinking about shadows and uh, shading for dimension and depth and stuff like that. So I've actually been working on that in this picture. She kind of gave me a written explanation as to how to do it. And my first attempt at it was not that good, but I'm kind of learning a little bit more about it as I'm doing it. And this will be the first picture that I've done any of that on. It's looking pretty good. And I think once I practice this for a couple of pictures, then I'll be doing another Disney picture. It's finally starting to warm up a little bit here. It was cold earlier in this week. I came back from Texas. I had to turn my heat on. But I think maybe our cold weather is just about at an end for this year. We still might have one more little kind of cold spell come through. I sure hope so. I hope before too long I can get over to that practice field. Yeah, I was thankful I was able to find enough things I could do with my drone while I was in Texas that I could at least keep posting some videos while I was gone. Let's see, there was one spot that he missed. I believe it's right here. I'll just go ahead and catch that since I'm here. Yeah, just smash it out of the way. Crash. Well, we can repaint it if we need to. Alright, now, let's see. Let's drive down there. I'm going to have to fix that. Well, at least nothing spawned. Let's see. No eggs yet. So I don't know when we'll get eggs. We'll see. But nothing yet, so that's okay. Now let's go back up the hill. Whoa, look at that rain. Just all of a sudden, boom. We may end up killing us a chicken or two down through here. Hopefully they stay out of that road. I don't know if they'll stay out of the road or not. That's a good time for it to rain. We just got through planting. Nice. All in the same day too. We got both these fields on the same day, which I'll split that up later on. I gotta fix that right there. That's rough right here. I gotta fix this. Now, one thing I wanted to look at was over here. See, I don't see any place for milk. But they are supposed to, they are dairy cattle, but I don't know how it works. So I don't know anything about getting the milk production. Be nice if we could change the name. Oh, maybe we can. What is... Oh, that's just for filling the bowl, okay. Actually, I'm glad there's no crop in here. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. We've gone as far as we can go. We've got chickens. And, oh, I know one thing I think I want to do first. Let me go here. Let me go up here. There was another bicycle. I didn't install it yet. So maybe I'll install that new bicycle. Yeah, I'll get the new bicycle first. Where was... Yep, happy Easter. All right, Richard, thank you. Rocket, if you've made it back yet, thanks for joining us tonight. Eric, if you're around, thank you. Those who are watching but not in chat, thank you very much. And we will be in Riverbend Springs in the next one. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. Coloring on Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, if you're interested in that. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.